All right, to properly dimension this object, we're going to start with the front. And I'm going to zoom in here for us so you can see this a little better. Okay, so this is the front side, and we need there are three different measurements we're going to have on the front. Okay, the first measurement we need to see how tall this section is right here. So I'm going to draw my dimensioning lines. Your dimensioning lines are not going to touch your object. Okay, and I'm going to leave space in the middle for my measurement. Okay, I'm going to start out with measuring one side. So I'm going to measure this side. Okay, so this measures, go ahead and measure yours on the centimeter side. And then tell your table what you got. You do not measure the paper. I am measuring the block. I'm lining up my 0 line on the ruler with the block. Do not measure the paper. What do we have, ladies and gentlemen? What are you getting? I'm getting 1.9 for our purposes today. We're going to call it, we're going to round up and call it 2 centimeters. Okay, just because I want you to get the idea of putting these measurements down the paper and where they're at. Okay, then we have, we need to measure this section right here. How wide is this section right here? And I'm going to just double check, but I think we'll call this is going to be 2 centimeters again. Okay, and so for the rest of the measurements on this, we're going to go ahead and just use, we're going to multiply. Okay, so from here to here, we need to know how wide this whole section is. Okay, so this should be 2, 4, 6 centimeters across. We're going to put 6 centimeters. Okay. And then on this, there are 3 different measurements on the top view that we are going to have measured. Please go ahead and discuss with your table where do you think those 3 measurements are, okay? And we'll see if you get that right. Okay, our first measurement, we are going to measure this block right here. We do not have the depth for this on the front view, but we can see it clearly on the top view. So 1 block wide, we're going to call 2 centimeters. The other section we're going to measure is right down here. Okay, this width. This is a much better view of it, of this width, than the front view, so that's why we are putting the measurement on this view. Okay, I'm drawing the lines, I'm not touching the object, and I am leaving some space in the middle for me to write. It should be how many centimeters? 4 centimeters. Remember, I'm also putting my units with this each time. Have you gotten the measure? Were you right about the measurements? Were you right about where they were so far? Okay. The next thing that we're going to measure is this entire width. Once again, this is the best view for us to see this width. And so that's why on the top view is where we are putting this measurement. Okay, so I'm going to extend this line out, and then I'm drawing my line down here. I would normally make sure the line that I leave is in the middle, but I'm using a pen, so right now I can't erase. So this is going to be another 4 centimeters. And now I have dimensioned the top view. The next view that we're going to dimension is the right view. Okay, and on this there is only one width that we need. We just need to know how tall it is here in the right view, one measurement. So I'm going to draw my lines out here. And if you want to use your ruler to make your dimensioning lines, they're going to be that much neater. And that's going to be 4 centimeters because 2 for each. Okay. Once you have, so that is your fully dimensioned multi-view for the isometric shape that you're holding. Okay.